If you're here because you just got the news, that phone call, that email, that unexpected meeting that ended with you packing up a box of your personal belongings, then first, let me just say this. Take a deep breath, just one. In through your nose, hold it for a second, and out through your mouth. I see you, I really do. For over 2 decades, I've been helping people navigate the incredibly messy, beautiful, and sometimes devastating world of finance. And I can tell you without a doubt that one of the most common, most terrifying, and most misunderstood experiences is getting fired or laid off. Let's not get caught up in the semantics right now. The feeling is the same. It's a gut punch. It's a shock. It's a moment where your world, the one you've built your routines, your identity, and your security around, suddenly feels like it's crumbling. Before we begin, if you find value in this video, please like, subscribe. Your support helps more people like you discover life-changing stories. So let's talk about what happens in the first 24 hours, because what you do or don't do in this initial window can set the tone for your entire recovery. This isn't about finding a new job in a day. It's about finding your footing. It's about giving yourself permission to feel, and then giving yourself a plan to move forward. And before we dive in, let me make you a promise. By the end of this video, you won't feel like you have all the answers, but you will feel like you have a roadmap, a sense of control, and most importantly, a glimmer of hope. Because this isn't the end of your story. It's just a messy, unscripted, and frankly, a very human chapter. Ready? Let's get to it. So the door has closed. You're in your car or on the bus, or maybe just sitting on the curb outside the office building, your hands trembling slightly. Your head is a whirlwind of questions. What went wrong? What am I going to tell my family? How am I going to pay the rent? And the worst one of all, am I a failure? Let's hit pause on those questions for a moment, because right now, in this moment, your number one priority isn't your resume. It's not your bank account. It's you. It's your heart, your mind, and your emotional well-being. I want you to think about this in a very simple, almost primal way. When a car breaks down, you don't immediately start trying to drive it at 80 miles an hour. You pull over. You turn off the engine. You assess the damage. You call for help. Right now, you've hit an emotional roadblock, and the first thing you need to do is pull over. The first few hours, let's call this the emotional triage phase. You're bleeding emotionally, and you need to stop the bleeding before you can start healing. The first thing you need to do is avoid a knee-jerk reaction. Don't post a furious, tear-filled rant on social media. Don't immediately call your old boss and scream at them, as satisfying as that might sound in the moment. And please, for the love of all things, don't go on a spending spree, thinking a new gadget will fill the void. It won't, trust me. I've seen it happen. A client of mine, let's call him Mark, got laid off from a tech company. He immediately went out and bought a new sports car. He thought it would make him feel powerful, in control. Instead, it just added a massive car payment to his list of worries. It was a temporary high with a permanent hangover. So what should you do instead? Number 1, go home or go somewhere safe. If you're still at the office, finish packing up your things calmly and with dignity. Don't rush. Take your time. As you're walking out, hold your head high. You did a job. You worked hard. This isn't a reflection of your worth as a person. It's just a business decision. A mismatch. A change. You're not damaged goods. You are a person who just lost a job. The distinction is critical. Once you're out, head to your sanctuary, your home, a quiet park, a friend's house, a coffee shop, where you can just sit and be. The goal is to get out of the high-stress environment and find a place where you feel safe and in control. Number 2, give yourself permission to feel. This is a big one. For so long, we've been taught to be strong, to suck it up. But that's a dangerous path. Your body and your mind have just gone through a significant trauma. You need to let it out. Cry, scream into a pillow, go for a run until your lungs burn, call a trusted friend or a family member, and just say, I got fired and I feel awful. You don't need advice right now. You need to be heard. You need to feel that you're not alone in this. I remember my own story. Early in my career, I was let go from a junior analyst position. I remember walking out and calling my dad. The second he answered, I just started sobbing. I couldn't even get the words out. He didn't say, "Don't worry, you'll find another job." He just said, "Son, I'm so sorry. Where are you? Just come home." That simple act of compassion, that validation, was everything. It told me that it was okay to not be okay. And I want you to know that too. It is okay to not be okay. Number 3, set a timer for 24 hours. This is a practical but very important step. For the next 24 hours, you have a pass. A free pass to not think about a new job, to not update your resume, to not do a single thing about your career. Your only job for these 24 hours is to process, to grieve, to rest. You can binge watch your favorite show. You can eat ice cream for dinner. You can take a long hot bath. Whatever you need to do to soothe your soul and quiet the noise in your head. You are not being lazy. You are being strategic. You're refueling. You're preparing for the marathon ahead. You can't run a race on an empty tank. Let's think about this from a deeper, more human perspective. Why is this so hard? It's not just about the money, is it? It's about identity. We spend so much of our lives at our jobs. We introduce ourselves by saying, "I'm a marketing manager," or "I'm an accountant," or "I'm a carpenter." Our job becomes a part of our story, a part of our identity. And when that's taken away, it feels like a piece of you has been ripped out. And that's why this first 24-hour window is so crucial. It's the time you spend recentering yourself, reminding yourself of who you are outside of your job title. Are you a good friend, a loving parent, a passionate artist, a budding chef? You are so much more than a job. Don't ever forget that. Okay, the 24 hours are up. You've had your cry. You've eaten the ice cream. You've watched the entire season of that show. You feel a little more centered. Now what? This is where we start to move from the emotional to the logical. This is where we start to get a little bit more strategic. But remember, we're not running yet. We're just walking. If you're getting value from this video and want to see more content like this, please hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. It means the world to me, and it really helps the channel grow. I'm on a mission to hit 100,000 subscribers, and with your support I know we can get there. Now that you've liked and subscribed, let's continue with our discussion. What to do after 24 hours? Number 1, create a to-do list. This might sound counterintuitive. A list when my brain is a mess? Yes, a list, but not a list of 50 things. It might include reviewing your last paycheck, check your emails for information. The goal here isn't to solve all your problems. The goal is to regain a sense of control. When you're feeling powerless, crossing one simple thing off a list can feel like a monumental victory. It tells your brain, I am still in the driver's seat. I can still make things happen. Number 2, gather your financial documents. This is where we start getting into the nitty-gritty, but I promise we'll keep it simple. Find your last pay stub. Find any severance agreements you were given. Find your benefits information. Put it all in one place. A physical folder, a digital folder on your desktop. Whatever works for you. Just get it organized. Why is this important? Because when you're stressed, your brain's ability to process information is severely limited. Having everything in one place means you don't have to go on a frantic scavenger hunt when you're already feeling overwhelmed. It's like having a first aid kit ready before you get hurt. You're preparing for the next steps without having to deal with the chaos. Number 3, don't make any major financial decisions. This is a huge one. Do not, I repeat, do not go out and buy a new car. Don't pull money out of your 401k just yet. Don't cancel your health insurance without understanding all the options. Your brain is not in a rational state right now. It's in survival mode. I had a client, Sarah, who was laid off and panicked. She immediately went to her 401k account and pulled out a significant amount of money to create a cushion. The problem? She didn't realize the massive tax penalties and the hit her long-term savings would take. It was a decision made out of fear, not logic, and it cost her dearly in the long run. Your emergency fund is there for this exact reason. If you have one, this is what it's for. Use it to create breathing room, not as a quick fix. If you don't have one, don't beat yourself up. We'll get to that later. Right now, the goal is to stop the bleeding, not to start a new, more complicated financial wound. You know, I've had so many people ask me, is there a silver lining to all of this? And for a long time, I'd say, well, maybe it's a chance to find a better job. And that's true, but it's not the whole picture. The real silver lining, the one I've seen play out in countless lives, is that this is an opportunity for self-reflection, an invitation to ask yourself a question you probably haven't had time for in years. Is this what I really want to be doing? I remember a story about a client of mine. Let's call him David. David was a successful corporate lawyer. He had the big house, the fancy car, the whole shebang, but he was miserable. He worked 80-hour weeks and hated every minute of it. He felt trapped. Then he got laid off. At first he was devastated. He felt like a failure. But after a few weeks, after he had some time to breathe, he started to remember his real passion, woodworking. He loved building things with his hands. He started a small workshop in his garage. And you know what? He's never been happier. He's not a millionaire, but he's fulfilled. He's doing what he loves. Now, I'm not saying everyone should quit their job and become a woodworker, but I am saying that this moment, this painful, awful moment, is a chance to reevaluate. It's a chance to get honest with yourself. It's a chance to ask, what would my ideal life look like? And how does my career fit into that picture? I know what you're thinking. That's easy for you to say. You have a stable job. You're not worried about paying your bills. And you're right. I'm not. But I've been there. I've felt that panic, that shame. I remember sitting in my car, staring at my reflection in the window, and feeling like I was looking at a complete stranger. It felt like my entire world was collapsing. And I want you to know, with every fiber of my being, that you can get through this. This isn't the end. It's the beginning of something new. It's the universe, or God, or whatever you believe in, giving you a chance to hit the reset button. It's a chance to rebuild your life, not just your career, on a foundation that's stronger, more aligned with who you truly are. Don't let the fear win. Don't let the shame silence you. This is a moment of pain, yes, but it is also a moment of immense potential. You have a chance to write a new chapter, a better chapter, one where you're not just surviving, but thriving. Until then, be kind to yourself. You deserve it. You've earned it. And if this video helped you, even a little bit, please like and subscribe. Your support helps me reach more people who might be going through the same thing right now and need to hear this message.